Well, all right. My name is Brandon Sanders. This is my final project for Motor Learning 502, Dr. Amy's class. This is, first of all, been a great course. Really appreciate everything that I've been able to learn in this class. Today we're going to kind of be going over specific motor skills and specific population. And we're going to be talking about the Euro step in the game of basketball. The Euro step is starting to become a very popular move in the NBA, and has just really added a pretty unique dimension to the game of basketball, and originated overseas in the international leagues, and brought over here by guys like Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker, who happen to both play for the San Antonio Spurs. But let's go ahead and get started. First off, in order to be great in anything in life, it requires ability, hard work, dedication, practice. The ability is the stable characteristics or traits, genetically defined and unmodifiable, and practice or experience that underlies certain skilled performances. No matter how much natural ability anyone has, some sort of teaching and practice with experience, it has to take place in order to develop that motor skill. And it really doesn't matter what the motor skill is. Practice is definitely a necessity. Deliberate practice, identified by Erickson, has practice that is not inherently enjoyable and is undertaken for the sole purpose of improving performances. So today, again, we'll be going over the Euro step. The Euro step, it's an offensive maneuver in which the player changes directions after picking up his dribble to the basket. After picking up the player's dribble, the player steps in one direction and then steps in another direction to evade defenders. It is sometimes referred as the side step, or even D. Wade, who has taken this move and applied it to his game. He calls it the two-step. The Euro step, like I said before, it was originated in the international leagues, brought over by Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker. Now, most NBA players have implemented this move into their game, which, like I said, it's definitely added a whole new dimension to the game of basketball. The Euro step is very effective. It's a very effective move if done correctly. Keyword, correctly. It's very common to see young players struggle with this move, and to cause this move and to create this move effectively. The only way a young player can make this unique move is by repetitive practice over and over again. It starts with the ability of an athlete to learn what, why, and when to make this move. First off, learning it's a set of internal processes, associated practice or experience leading to relative permanent changes in the capability of the skill. Why should Euro steps be learned by young players? Why should it take place? The Euro step it's an efficient move, and it allows you to penetrate to the basket while avoiding charges. In basketball, the way the defense is set up or it's ran, the defense, it rotates in a way to whoever has the ball, or the ball handler. They're trying to create some type of charge, so that way, ultimately it's a form of a turnover. So anytime a ball handler is penetrating to the basket, it's imperative that the ball handler is able to maneuver its way out in front of a charge, and the Euro step is basically what that does. It eliminates that possibility of creating a charge, and it keeps the defense off balance. They're not able to rotate the way they want to, because it just ultimately keeps the defense off balance. They don't know which direction you're going to be able to pivot or make that direction change. Therefore, the offensive player, it gives them that advantage. A great way for a young player to learn this move and to perfect it is basically training off of cones, using cones. What this does, it allows you to envision how the defense will be aligned. Therefore, you can determine where to create your change of direction. This is a perfect way for the body to develop familiarity with this unique movement. Movement is in changes in joint angles, the position of the entire body, or both. So when should the player make the movement? When is this going to be effective? First off, the move is only effective when there's separation between the offensive player and the defender. So in other words, if the defender is playing tight defense, it's almost impossible to maneuver this move. And as an offensive player, you are able to create separation by a couple different ways. One, hesitation, change of speed, and also the change of pace in your dribbling. A great way to give the player a live look at this is using padded dummies. Dummies are basically just performing to be an extra body on the floor, just so that way you're able to have a live look in what the defense will be set up like, and not only the defense being set up, but having the pressure that the defense puts on you. Dummies are a great way to give the player a great look. When penetrating, you lose your chances of getting called for a charge with the Euro step. And like I said before, this is a very unique movement that requires a lot of practice, a lot of repetition, and a lot of hard work and dedication involved behind it. So again, this is the specific motor skill, and practice is the only way that you'll be able to perfect that. Alrighty, have a good day.